coincidence. Checkmate. You lose, Destiny.
Why is it that I always lose to you, Fate?
Because you're a terrible player.
How about a rematch, old friend?
What are the stakes?
How about...
The future of humanity?
You know me too well.
I hope you don't mind, I already have a few pawns on the board.
I wouldn't expect any less of you, Fate.
Then let the game begin, Destiny.
Thank God, I've done my duty.
Buenos dias, Senor Nelson.
Huh?
Don't be afraid, Horatio.
It's just your appearance. It's a little intimidating.
You have nothing to fear from me, amigo.
Where am I? How can I get home?
There's no coming back from here, senor.
The last thing I remember was... Oh.
You, Admiral Horatio Nelson, are in the land of Macarena. I have been sent by powerful forces to guide you.
If they're so bloody powerful, then why am I dead in a jail cell?
Not every powerful force has the same interests in you, Horatio.
I'm still confused. What do you want of me?
Be patient. Understanding will come in time. Let us escape from this jail cell first. Then I will explain everything.
And welcome to Macarena of the Missing. I have no idea as of the time of recording this whether this is going to be a main video or something for the members feed. I suppose it depends on how long this goes on, because I can't imagine it's going to be a very long video. Already that is the Mario music? I wasn't sure whether this was going to be a full video or not. To be honest, it was on the borderline right up to the end. This is not necessarily the sort of game I make full episodes on. I wasn't even planning on making a proper episode this week. However, as the recording went on, I realized it was both a joke and a reasonably full game. So here you go, as a Christmas treat. I'll be writing and recording some sort of script, scraping together what I can on this thing until it approaches something substantial. Strap in, everyone! Oh, and if you haven't seen the Limbo of the Lost episode, this will make even less sense. I should explain what the hell this is, I suppose, just at least a couple of sentences about it. If you've been watching my channel recently, you may have noticed a game called Limbo of the Lost had an episode recently, and it might have more episodes in the future, I don't know, honestly. Either way, that was infamous. You should watch the main video if you haven't, it will explain why it's infamous. As a result of that infamy, can you shut up with the music in the background, please? It received an ironic fan game, I don't know if you can hear me doing those air quotes, but I'm doing them, called Macarena of the Missing, which is what you're seeing right now. Postmodernist satire on the concept of Limbo of the Lost and its reception. I think it's quite short. It's a free indie game from 2008. You'd hope it was short. I see a mushroom. I also see a little turtle. I see a switch. And there's obviously man. His name is Manuel. This is a riff on Manuel? Is that what his name is? Manny from Grim Fandango? A game I never vibed with. I should. Everything about that game should be something I love, but I've tried to play it a couple of times and I never get very far. It's something that always loses me. Let's jump. Oh, I can.
It's the ceiling. What do you want me to do? Hit my head on it?
You literally just did, Horatio.
It's the ceiling. What do you want me to do? Hit my head on it?
I'm gonna click every one of these blocks until he doesn't say that. I also have a manual / walkthrough up in the background because if this is riffing on Limbo of the Lost, it means it's probably also going to share the same twisted sense of logic as Limbo of the Lost. I'm also going to click off the screen every so often because this is massively increased in resolution for you. I can only assume this is filling up the screen on your end. This is what I'm seeing. This tiny little window with this tiny little mouse. I'm playing this through my OBS preview window. It's not ideal.
It's just out of reach.
That makes sense. Can I use your X or whatever you're holding? You have a scythe, right?
Can I have your scythe?
¿Por qué?
I need it to help us escape.
Okay.
Use scythe on mushroom.
Almost.
Got it. I'll take that scythe back now if you don't mind.
I'm taller than you, I have a cool hat, I could just kill you. You're already a skeleton, it probably wouldn't do much. Also, we're in hell or limbo or whatever. Mushroom on block.
Up you go.
Nice toss.
Hit it. Then the
All right,
turtle
we're free.
increases
Now where the
in
hell am
size.
I already told you, you're in the land of Macarena.
Never heard of it.
Few have. At its heart, it is a sister dimension to Limbo.
Good souls go to heaven, bad souls go to hell, lost souls go to Limbo. So, who goes to Macarena?
I have my theories, but that is something you will have to discover for yourself.
You mentioned powerful forces.
You, Admiral Horatio Nelson, are the chosen one.
Whoa!
My employer has been keeping close tabs on you, and in recognition of your valor in the line of duty, has decided to entrust a very important task to you.
Who is your employer?
He is Fate.
I'm sorry, Fate?
Yes, Fate.
What, like those three sisters? Luma Fate and all that?
Not quite. He is a much older entity, able to manipulate more than mere string.
What does he want from me?
It seems my employer has wagered the fate of your species in a chess game with Destiny.
Destiny?
Destiny is an ancient demon, fond of games and jealous of humanity.
What for?
Free will. Destiny wants to be the only one who has it.
That sounds bad.
It is. Fate feels like a person's life should be under his own control, but Destiny wants all humanity's destiny under his iron grip.
That is bad. How can I help?
Your duty is to take this seal to the inner circle of Macarena. There will be 2 books there, one belonging to Fate and one belonging to Destiny. You will need to place the seal on Fate's book.
And what if I get mixed up and place it on Destiny's book?
Then humanity is doomed to an eternity of predestination at the whims of the most evil mind of the universe.
Will you guide me?
This is a fate you must fulfill on your own, Admiral. Now go, there isn't a moment to spare.
Wait, do you have any advice?
We have spoken long enough. Do not let yourself be sidetracked by any more meaningless conversation. Now go and fulfill your fate.
And we're into the full game, I believe. I have to say, the production values are obviously low. However, I actually think the voice acting's a bit better than the original. The voice acting wasn't universally bad in the Limbo of the Lost episode, but it was pretty poor. The voice acting in this game is done by a single person, I believe. There might be a little script block coming up if this is a main video and I put effort into it. Macarena of the Missing is a bootleg demake of Limbo of the Lost. As a refresher, Limbo of the Lost is an infamous title that was briefly released in 2007 and 2008 before getting pulled from the shelves because of rampant copyright infringement. I go into it in detail in that episode, but suffice it to say, they stole a lot. A huge chunk of the art, music, sound effects, even fonts were ripped from other games. Aside from that issue, the game was poorly put together, with only a single voice actor, illogical puzzles, and baffling dialogue. In the wake of the game's newfound fame, the internet widely mocked it. One result of that mockery was what we're playing here. This was all created by someone called Noib. It was released in September of 2008, shortly after Limbo, and was made for the TIG Source Bootleg Demakes competition. It came 8th. Let's go. Oh no, don't be amazed. Limbo of the Lost, at least in the bits I've played thus far, is actually alright about not having mazes. Mazes make no games better. I would like to go left. Oh, hello, it's Dick Fallout. A giant tennis player and a regular tennis player. Fair enough. I couldn't name really any tennis players. I was going to make a joke, but I realised I genuinely don't really know any. Andy Murray, that's a tennis player. Might be it. That's all. Nadal? What's his name?
Hello there.
You talking to me?
I was wondering if you could help me out.
Yippee-ki-yay.
The fate of the world might be at stake. Who do you think you are?
I'm Dick Fallout. Who the hell are you?
I'm Admiral Horatio Nelson, captain of the HMS Victory.
Damn, you're ugly.
What the hell is your problem?
Some alien bastards messed up my ride.
My god, aliens. What did you do?
I'm an equal opportunity ass kicker.
You fought them, killed them all remorselessly, I presume?
Let God sort 'em out.
So, you stopped the alien invasion, slaughtered an entire species.
Damn, I'm good.
And then what happened?
It's time to kick ass and chew bubblegum, and I'm all out of ass.
There was no one left to fight, was there? You got restless. Sure, you may have saved the world, but that was ages ago. The years went by, one after another, and soon enough your former supporters started forgetting your name, forgetting your attitude, forgetting you.
Shit happens.
But you held out hope. Hope that one day fate would give you another chance to prove yourself. But weeks went by, then months, then years. After waiting for what seemed like forever, you started to lose that hope, fighting with passerbys on the street, wasting away your fame and your wallet, bottle after bottle, lap dance after lap dance. It left you a broken man, unable to communicate in anything but pithy catchphrases.
You're pissing me off.
You broke down. You wanted to be relevant again, but the world had changed without you. But still, even in your slow spiraling decline, you held out a small untouched shot of hope that one day the aliens would return and the world would see you in top form once more.
Now you're really pissing me off.
Touched a nerve, have I? So I'm right, the aliens did come back, but you weren't ready. Your weapons had rusted over, your hands, shaking from age, refused to draw a clear bead on your foes. Your once witty banter left them rolling on the floor in disbelief. And so, far from a world saver, far from a life changer, far from your own bloated self-image, you collapsed on the field of battle, a defeated man. The last thing you saw, the world moving on without you as new heroes eagerly grabbed your place.
I'm gonna kick your ass, bitch.
Go ahead, you don't scare me. There's nothing you can do to harm me in this world anyway.
Get that crap out of here.
I'm glad I could get through to you.
Damn, that was annoying.
Oh, we're back. I went on my phone. Damn, this game stuff is boring. Watching Family Guy clips on my phone and whatever that one game is where people jump over train tracks to get coins. I don't really know the memes. I also hate Family Guy. It's a very accurate experience to Limbo of the Lost, but man, my eyes glazed over. Almost as bad a Duke Nukem impression as mine, by the way. And I've never played Duke Nukem, so what's their excuse?
I'm here to kick ass and chew bubblegum.
Little terrible keyboard is so good. I learned how to play piano on a keyboard that sounded a bit like this. I bought what is bordering on a toy piano for about €40 from Smith's toy store in Cork. Taught myself how to play some basic piano tunes on it before getting a proper digital one. And oh, it sounded bad. My poor parents.
I'd love to join in, but I've got free will to save.
Clicking on these tennis boys does nothing. I guess I'm happy. This is actually quite pixel hunty, isn't it? I better not have to click on a specific chain link fence. Oh, it's a big mouth. I kinda love it. The art design is actually interesting. Oh god, we're back to one of these screens. When downloading this game, you get a trigger warning for transphobia. This is where that warning comes into effect. I'm putting this here as my own warning. After looking through the developer's social media, I think this is meant purely as a mockery of the original game's tone-deaf, possibly edgy, and just unfortunate name for a certain green chef character. Just be warned that if you're not into hearing slurs, you might want to skip the next couple of minutes. Trans people are cool. Oh, god damn, it came! There was a warning on the developer's website. Just before you download this, there's some transphobia in it. There was some trigger warnings, which I'm going to have to include now in my video as well. Thanks, developer. Don't say your name out loud or else I'll have to delist the video.
Hello, Lord, my name's Dreya, fuck.
I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. You said your name was Manny McHaggis, right?
No, lad, you had me right a first time.
Oh dear.
Come on, boy, have some soup. I can't promise I am but not a but...
No, just no. I've seen some weird stuff down here, but this...
Oh, I must be born with this name nor my appetite. Oh, but if so, what soup? I'm nearly spherical, there's some little stubby arrows poking out the sides. Come on, boy, take a feel.
Oh dear, look at the time. Love to stay in chat, but, you know, chosen one, prophecy, world saving, that sort of thing.
Oh, you'll be buck. They always come buck. Might take a few tries to work up the nerve, but they always come buck to old Tranny.
I don't know if I can make any comments on what just happened. I'm just gonna say it was a different time, possibly. Oh, why do I play old games? Let's move down from here. Oh, I appear to be in some sort of space corridor. What do I do with steroids? Boy pen tube flower. Ah, that's a Secret of Monkey Island thing. I'm getting the vibe that the person who made this loved LucasArts.
Hello, I'm Admiral Nelson. Sea Captain.
God, please don't go on too long.
Tube flower, mighty pirate.
It's always good to meet a fellow seaman. Hell, if I weren't duty bound to the Queen, then I'd have loved to live a pirate's life. Plunder many ships?
Yes, many ships. They all, fell beneath my sword.
Ah, the sea. It's what I miss most about being down here with all those other landlubbers. What I wouldn't give to be back on the Victory, drinking grog with my fellow sailors, manning the cannons against our unscrupulous foes. You were a pirate of principle, were you not?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit, lad. I'm sure you were a regular Robin Hood, thieving from the rich, giving to the poor, minus only whatever you needed to get by day after day. I can't stand it anymore. What's the matter? A pirate knows no fear. I'm no pirate. What are you talking about? You're a mighty pirate, feared throughout the 7 seas. No, I'm not. I'm a failure. How could you possibly fail at being a pirate? Scum and lowlives have been stealing for centuries. Whether gold, or booty, or women, or art, or intellectual property, theft is the easiest thing in the world. Not for me. How can you say that? Any asshole can become a pirate.
As a child, I sailed to Brawl Island with nothing but the shirt on my back, a few pieces of 8, and a dream. I would become the world's greatest pirate or die trying.
What happened?
I died trying.
I'm sorry.
Oh, don't worry. I'm basically over it.
But you introduced yourself as a pirate.
I was so close, but I just couldn't make it.
I'm still confused. How does one almost become a pirate?
Well, Brawl Island was a mecca for pirates. It's where everyone who wanted to be a buccaneer eventually sailed, and where all the wannabes' corpses eventually washed ashore. In those days, the rate of piracy soared to the point where more people were stealing than actually producing. The 3 pirate elders saw this, and so, fearing an implosion of their hobby, put forth 3 trials for every budding pirate.
What were the trials?
Theft, treasure finding, and sword fighting.
That doesn't sound so bad.
I was tasked to steal...
This is just recounting the plot of the first Monkey Island, by the way. If you haven't played that.
Spencer in the Caribbean.
That's the joke. It's just the plot of Monkey Island. Sorry, I'll let it play out.
Tell me about it.
But against all odds, you succeeded.
Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! No.
Oh crap, I forgot.
No big deal. Even with the benefit of years of hindsight, I don't know how I could have done any better.
Did you make any progress?
Barely. Found a rubber ducky with a pulley in the middle, but damned if I knew what use it could have. I never made it past the guard dogs in the governor's mansion. Some swindler took my remaining savings in exchange for a map to the treasure, which turned out to be some terrible dance moves, and I never quite got the hang of sword fighting.
Wow, you really are a terrible pirate.
How appropriate. You fight like a goat.
So what happened next?
Next? Well, I wasn't quick to give up on my dreams, so I kept trying. Weeks went by without progress. I pawned almost everything I owned just to keep fed. When that pittance ran out, I had nothing. When everything you do meets with failure, it's enough to break the spirit of even the most optimistic adventurer. And so I, a failed pirate, alone on a strange island, with just a rubber ducky to my name, collapsed in an alley.
That's terrible. Did no one try to help?
Pirates aren't generally known for their charity.
But I'm sure you're different. I'm trying to stop destiny from ruling the world. Do you have anything that could help me?
As I said, all I have is this rubber ducky with a hole in the middle.
What happened to the pulley?
I had to pawn it for food, but I never dreamed of giving the duck itself away. He was my only companion in my last days.
I'll take it.
May you find a better use for it than me.
Please don't make any jokes about him having sex with the duck. The fact that there's a hole in the middle of this model, and the fact that this game has a certain tone to it makes me worried. I might have skipped through a lot of that, by the way. That went on for a full 5 or so minutes. I mean, Jesus Christ, it was just the plot of Monkey Island, which is a fantastic game. You should play Monkey Island. But I didn't really need it summarized here. And if you haven't played Monkey Island, none of that will mean anything to you. It'll just be words. It's Samus. Seamus. That's how you can tell my brain's melting, because I laughed at that. I'm also not really sure who Horatio Nelson is. I know he's an historical figure, and if you're English, you're probably forced to stand up and salute him while singing God Save the Queen. But I don't really know what he did, or what the Battle of Trafalgar is. I'm also very ignorant of anything to do with military history. Stop playing Mario things in the background. I don't even like Mario. Can I put the duck in the jar?
You hit for 0.01 damage.
I should probably be doing stuff with the items I'm getting. I have the Triforce, I've only just noticed that.
I don't have enough torque to pull it with my bare hands.
You're a weak little boy, aren't you? Maybe Nelson was, I don't know. Future Dreya will look up more about Nelson. I'm sure it's going to be included here in a second. Horatio Nelson was an admiral in the British Navy during the Napoleonic Wars, apparently considered one of the greatest military minds in history. He was killed by a musket round through his lung and spine during the Battle of Trafalgar, a battle on the northwest coast of Spain against the Spanish and French fleets that was won by Britain despite them being outnumbered and outflanked. His last words were "Kiss me Hardy," spoken to his friend and commander of the HMS Victory, Thomas Hardy. He died shortly after the battle finished. This win essentially made the supremacy of the British Navy concrete, and Napoleon never revived plans to take the island. Trafalgar Square in London is named after this battle, and a statue of Nelson sits there atop a huge 50-metre tall column. He was also known for a long affair with Emma, Lady Hamilton, while both were already married. His uncle was called Maurice Suckling. That has no relevance to anything, but I felt like mentioning it. Also, this section all felt a bit too glowing towards the British military, and I felt the need to bring it back down to my level.
Stand aside, robot. I need to get past.
Beep boop, none shall pass.
And why not?
I am programmed to seek and destroy my target. I have trapped you to this room and cannot leave until I complete my mission.
Oh, come on. Can't you just move to the side or look at another room for a moment?
Negative. My memory banks indicate that Macarena should be in this room.
She's clearly not, you stupid machine.
I cannot disobey my programming.
Why not?
People tend to get antsy around autonomous beings with guns. My motives are clear. My mission is simple.
Then just blow up this damn room. After I leave, of course.
Negative. That does not compute. First, I must acquire the target, then I must exterminate.
Why do you even care?
I must finish this fight.
But why? What did this Mama Cranium ever do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
Then why? What do you get out of this?
Beep beep. I am a robot. Do I have a soul?
That's hard to say.
I am a robot. I have my masters. My will is my masters. If they wish me to stay, then I stay put. If they wish me to run in circles past the same room, then I ask the radius. If they want to wait forever for a boss who may never come, then it is not my place to question.
I'm never going to convince you, am I?
Negative.
Do you at least have anything to give me?
I am property and thus own nothing.
Figures.
See, this joke didn't work for me at all because I've never played a Metroid game. No, that's not true. I have played one Metroid game. I played about 3 hours of Metroid Prime once and enjoyed it. I thought it was a good time. Never went back to it for some reason. Alright, fine.
I can't reach it.
It's a Metroidvania in the way that every adventure game, I suppose, sort of is. Where you have to collect items and return to areas and use them on other items. Leave this room. I don't think there's much I can do here. I love that there's no real gravity. I don't think the engine... Is there even an engine involved here? I don't know how this game was created. Maybe that'll be another script thing. Is this going to be a main video? I can't put this out as a main video. People are going to unsubscribe. If this is a main video, this is what you can expect from the members' videos. It's a much looser vibe. I'm barely conscious. But I like that the game engine clearly couldn't handle multiple planes. It's just all floor and wall. Sort of meant to be a top-down experience, I guess. Oh my god, what is this? Oh, I can sort of see something here.
It is dark. You are likely to be eaten by a group.
Oh, it's Zork. Christ in heaven, it's Zork. I played Zork when I was a kid, almost as a joke, but I think I had an okay time. I remember very little of it. Maybe Zork or some other text adventure stuff will appear on the channel at some point. It won't. I've played text adventures on the channel before. They do not do very well, even when I think I've done an okay job. There's a video from ages ago on this channel called WhizBiz, and I made a whole soundscape for it and nobody watched it. Let's go into this grate.
I better set this down before doing anything. I don't want to put a lit torch in my pocket. I cannot remove it.
Is there a screwdriver? If I try and put this down and walk out, I think I will die. I don't know if there are death states in this game. I'm going to assume there are. Oh, I can go in the lift. I'm dumb.
I'm pretty sure I can't fix it.
Never mind. I'm too dumb to go in the lift. Fall down the shaft. How offensive do we think this Italian accent is going to be? Because whenever I do an Italian accent, I feel like the entire nation of Italy collectively turns towards me like the ring wraiths when Frodo puts on the ring.
Hello there, I'm Admiral Horatio Nelson. Who are you?
It's me, a minestrone.
You say that as if I'd recognize you.
You don't, but I'm the hero of the Fungi Kingdom.
Doesn't ring a bell.
Every time the Princess Penny got captured, I was there to bring her back home safe.
I know a thing or two about political instability.
That's the funny thing, it's not about politics for him. Mostly greed, personal profit. Although later it was essentially a sport.
Him? You mean the same man did this more than once?
See, bow tie. He was a more turtle than a man, at least in my eyes. 6 foot tall, spiked back, fire-breathing.
And you never slayed this turtle man?
We fought more times than I care to remember, but he was escaped at the last minute. Near the end we saw each other less as enemies and more like friendly rivals.
But something changed.
See, Princess Penny, she broke my heart.
What happened?
Mamma mia, it's a long story, but I think I'm ready to tell it now.
Sure, why not? It's not like I'm on some important quest to save humanity or anything.
For 20 years I busted my back for Penny, saving her every time that vile Bowtie got his claws on her. But did she ever show me any sort of gratitude? No! Oh, minestrone, thank you so much. Here's a cake. That was a close one, minestrone. I'm so glad you were there to save me.
I'm confused. That sounds like gratitude to me.
Don't you see? She kept stringing me along like a so much fine vermicelli. And then, one day, I was breaking into Bowtie's castle. Penny went missing earlier that day, and no, we hadn't received any ransom note yet. I knew well enough who was behind it.
And then what happened?
I should have seen it coming. It was clear enough looking back. When we went golfing, he was there. When we went go-kart rides, he was also there. No one knew who invited him, but his biggest enemy was always there.
But what did you see?
I dodged all his traps, leaped over his randomly placed pits of lava, and then I saw... Mamma mia.
Well, what did you see? Oh, God.
I'll spare you the mental image.
It's too late. I can picture it clearly. I'll never think of turtles the same way again. Turtles are ruined forever.
They weren't expecting me because she wasn't kidnapped. When I saw them together, I just snapped, brought out my fire flower and burned the place to the ground.
That's horrible.
I know, that bitch.
I mean you. No one was forcing you to rescue Penny. Hell, you probably never even told her that's the only reason you were doing it.
Whenever I was around her, I never could seem to speak.
Then what right did you have to go crazy like that, you obsessed freak?
After the incident, I ended up here in Macarena. I looked for Penny for weeks. I never found her. Guess I don't really deserve to end up in the same place as her, huh?
Hooray, you got that sob story off your fat chest. Now help me.
Anything. What do you need?
I'm trying to prevent destiny from eliminating free will. Do you have any items or anything that could help?
All I have left are 2 memories. A locket with her photo and a plunger from my first job.
A locket could come in handy.
Mamma mia.
Fine, I'll take the plunger.
I kind of like the portrayal of Mario as an incel. Because obviously it's a very hackneyed joke that Princess Peach and Bowser are having sex or whatever. But I like the idea of Mario as some sort of horrible little incel boy. Probably hangs out in 4chan. Or what's the new one that they all hang out on? Kick.tv? I don't know what it's called. Where do the incels hang out now? Probably still just 4chan. It has the staying power of an irradiated cockroach. Well, thanks for the plunger. I might be able to use that to lever something. I'm not sure. I don't know what we're doing. You in the future have the benefit of being able to look down at the runtime for this video and see how long is left. I don't. This could be 8 hours long. It looks like I have the ability to move back and forth in this inventory eventually, which worries me a great deal. It's a forest with a pit.
I think I could almost reach it if I jump.
This is where we refer back to the manual and see if there is a jump key in this game. No, right click is look.
Someone stuck a sewage pipe in the canopy. How unsanitary.
So I probably should have been doing that at some point. Maybe some useful hints and information will happen.
A notched pole stretches the gap above the pit.
It's notched. Hopefully not like the Minecraft creator, although we have already seen some transphobia.
I don't want to fall in the pit.
Coward, you're already dead. Or maybe I could use the plunger to remove the grate.
That doesn't need plunging. Well, deserve it anyway.
Never mind. I was using my adventure game brain and I've been punished for it. I'll do better in future. Let's go into this cave. Oh god, this is Rogue. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out what games they're parodying. Is this even a parody? It's less a parody and more just showing things, but I guess it's a parody specifically of a game that stole a lot of assets. This is Rogue, another game I played a decent amount of. I'm not 60, but I enjoyed playing roguelikes as a child, especially a game called The Binding of Isaac, and for a brief period I would go back and play some older ones that inspired it. It holds up okay. No idea what this one is. Is this Donkey Kong? I've never played Donkey Kong, I'm sorry. And that's obviously Sonic the Hedgehog.
That's a flagrant safety violation. Who's running this site? A monkey?
That would be Donkey Kong then, okay.
Aren't you a cute little porcupine? I just want to give you a hug.
Back off, buddy!
Holy crap, you could talk?
Speedy says there's nothing cooler than being hugged by someone you like, but when someone tries to touch you in a place or in a way that makes you feel uncomfortable, that's no good.
Who are you talking to?
Sorry, force of habit. I used to give public service announcements.
Really? What's your name?
Just call me Speedy the Porcupine.
I'm Admiral Horatio Nelson.
Pleased to meet you, buddy.
I just have to say, you have one of the most grating voices I ever heard. How did you ever become a public role model?
Well, it wasn't always my goal.
I knew it.
I was once a simple porcupine, living on a floating island with my animal friends. I loved running up and down the length of the island and generally enjoying a peaceful existence. But one day, the evil Dr. Walrus came, kidnapped the animals, and put them into robots.
Wait, what? Robots? Why would any sane person do that?
He wasn't. Sane, that is. Dr. Walrus was heavily into some new age bullcrap. He kept thinking crystals had magical powers.
That doesn't explain the robots.
He wasn't all there, if you catch my sonic drift. Speedy says if one of your friends is starting to show signs of dementia, call a doctor right away.
And did you?
Of course not. I was young and foolish. Thought I could save the world all by myself.
And then you learned the power of friendship.
No way! I was so impatient to stop that bastard that I cut a few corners. I was running so fast that I didn't think to slow down for my own safety. Kept falling off cliffs, into lava, off of airships, into spikes.
That sounds dangerous.
Nah, that stuff can't harm me, but it does slow me down. By the time I regained my momentum, I was too late. I saw a lot of good friends die that day.
That's awful. How did you deal with that?
I got depressed and started a lifelong addiction to speed.
Speed? You mean velocity? Running as fast as you can, trying to recreate that fateful day.
Not exactly. Speedy says life is too short. Take all the drugs you want. At least that was what was going through my head at the time.
That must have been hell on you.
I was flying high at that point, 2 days to notice, rushing through life with careless abandon, speeding my way from town to town without a care in the world. Honestly, I never stayed long enough in one place to make any real attachments, and turned my back on my few surviving friends in favor of bigger and bigger rushes. Took up extreme sports, got in trouble with the local police a few times. Sometimes I look back at my life and wonder what would have happened had I just took the time to slow down every now and then.
Did you ever have any dreams?
A runner like me had only one dream, the Olympics.
Did you ever have a shot?
Have a shot? Hell, I was the best. I made all the other opponents look like obese plumbers. I was certain to get the gold. Almost made it, too.
What happened?
Found a great coach who convinced me to quit cold turkey, and I was clean. For a while. But as the big game came closer, my nerves started frying and I took a hit to calm down. A single hit, that's all. But the officials ran a drug test.
You brought this upon yourself, you know.
I know. You think I don't say that to myself every time I go to sleep? After I got caught, well, the judge didn't look too kindly on my record, but my lawyer, he was the best. Spiky-haired, like me, got the judge to reduce my sentence to community service.
A drug addict is a
I'm
children's
going
role model?
insane!
They didn't think it was all hypocritical?
The trial was never made public, so the kids never knew. I had to keep up a clean face. For them.
Was it all worth it?
Well, the kid show was pretty popular. Took home more rings than I ever needed. And I guess my messages must have reached someone. But sometimes I think back to that island. Was it all worth it, you ask? I'd have to ask my drug-addled body and those poor murdered animals.
Ooh, do you still have any of those rings? They might come in handy on my quest.
Oh. Sure, take a few. I don't need them. These aren't ordinary rings, by the way. They're like a shield, tying directly to your health when you pick them up.
Nifty. I'm pretty sure I can't be harmed down here anyway, but they might still come in handy.
Nice meeting you, Admiral. Come back anytime.
I don't know if this is a damning indictment of my attention span in the modern era, or the attention span of my entire generation. I am on the cusp of the Zoomer millennial divide. You could call me a cusper, but you shouldn't because that sounds awful. Halfway through that, I genuinely booted up my phone and sent a meme into my own Discord server. That can't be healthy. I might need to disconnect from the internet for a while. What do I do with these rings? Can you die? Can I strangle the life from you? I don't like Sonic anyway, the character or the games. Yes, even the good ones. It's a holster. It's a peak. Isn't that the guy from Limbo the Lost? I don't know. Have I solved a puzzle yet? Is there puzzles in this game? I've been recording for nearly an hour. I mentioned earlier that this game was made by a person called Noib. Noib's website contains a list of games they've developed, all tiny indie games, mostly made for game jams and contests. They were a writer for publications called freeindiegame.es and Zero Feedback, neither of which still seem to be active. Their Tumblr page hasn't been updated since 2014, and their Twitter page is much the same. I found an active account of theirs on Blue Sky though, so they're still alive. The last project listed on their itch page is a shoot-'em-up called Gratuitous Profanity, where every sound effect is a swear.
Fuck.
Anyway, they were considerably more ethical than Steve Bovis et al. They credited everyone they collaborated with, everything they took, and got express permission for background art usage from other indie developers. Scrolling through the original forum posts, it all seems very wholesome and nice. Everyone is very supportive and calling it things like pure genius and better than the original. People doing free beta testing and helping out. Noib and others who are playing along all sharing hints and tips with each other. It's like the polar opposite to that nightmare forum saga with the Limbo of the Lost devs.
Ouch!
My rings! I'm not really sure what to do about that. Please don't make that be a soft lock. I will end my own life.
I'm no pusher, but it looks like you need more rings.
Oh, thank Christ. Give me the holster instead.
My delivery doesn't fit.
I don't know what that means.
The generator isn't living up to its name at the moment.
We need to get him to spark up the generator, open the door. There's also a little mouse hole, which I guess is what he's come from. But I don't know what to do with this holster.
Looks like it's meant to hold something flat.
Okay, I think we've come to an impasse, so we need to go back the way we came. That's honestly good, because it means I have some sort of direction. I have a puzzle to work towards. Oh, don't make any weird jokes, please. There's been stuff in the news.
Brains.
Huh?
Brains.
Huh?
Brains.
Huh?
Brains. Brains.
Wait, are you trying to communicate with me?
Brains.
Okay, this is weird. I'm Admiral Horatio Nelson. Who are you?
Brains.
This obviously isn't going to work. Let's see, how about 1 brain for yes, 2 brains for no?
Brains.
Wow, I have no idea what to ask you now. Hell, I'm not even sure if I can treat you like a real person.
Brains.
So, you are a real person?
Brains.
I see, you just want to be treated like one.
Brains.
You're in Macarena, so I guess you must have a soul, right?
Brains.
Damn, a monster with a soul. I guess that makes you more of a ghost than a zombie.
Brains.
It must have been hard for you back in the mortal world, shambling around in the shell of a rotting corpse, being stereotyped as a brutal killer by everyone you meet, no one reaching out, thinking you a mute beast, living a life, a unlife, free from emotional connections.
Brains!
You mean you had friends in that state?
Brains.
How intriguing. I only wish you could tell me about it.
Brains! Brains! Brains!
I'm sorry, I can't understand you.
Brains! Brain!
Hold on.
Brains!
I think I'm starting to understand you now.
Brains!
I see.
Brain!
That's horrible.
Brains!
And then what happened?
Brains!
That must have been hard on her.
Brains!
But it was a bad idea from the start.
Brains!
I'm sorry, there's no need to get angry.
Brains!
Oh my god, the Badger City Police?
Brains! Brains!
But you weren't like the others at all.
Brains!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to dredge up old memories like that.
Brains!
You could make amends, you know.
Brains?
Help me overthrow destiny. You'll be saving humanity.
Brains!
Take some brains? Well, it's pretty disgusting, but I suppose it can't hurt.
Brains!
Of course I'll come back to talk, but right now, I have my duty.
Sometimes playing games for this channel feels like putting my hand on my desk and just ramming a stapler on it over and over and over. I really need to look through my spreadsheet and find some good games. What is the significance of the Star of David? Why is this here? Let's go up from here. Oh, it's a castle with locks.
I can't find a way in. Perhaps these padlocks are some sort of clue. I hope the heart of Macarena is in another castle because this one's locked.
Ha 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 ha. 2008 humor. Alright, so we need keys, I understand, and we can't go anywhere from here. Which means we should have everything we need in order to solve puzzles around here. I just don't know what the puzzles actually are. What's over here again? This was the Gru room. There's a door here! Oh my god, there was a door there the whole time. Okay, maybe we don't have enough to solve puzzles. Maybe we're just gonna meet new characters forever until I run out of patience. I wonder what you're a riff on. Do you have a Hannibal Lecter mask on? Is this going to be a 4-minute riff on how you eat ghosts? And your entire voice lines are gonna be waka waka?
Hi, my name is Puck. Will you be my friend?
Sure.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I'm sorry?
Do you believe in ghosts?
I believe in ghosts.
Thank you.
What for?
They didn't believe me, Waka Waka. They thought I was crazy.
When did you see these ghosts?
All the time. They followed me to the movies. They followed me to the grocery store, Waka Waka. They even followed me to the bathroom.
Did you tell anyone?
I tried, but no one would believe me, Waka Waka.
So what did you do?
They told me to ignore them, and I tried, but the ghosts were still there, in the darkness, at night, watching, waiting.
How many ghosts were watching you?
4. There were always 4, one in every direction, always one behind me.
How could you live like that?
I tried, Waka Waka, I tried, but the ghosts would not let me. Then they stopped waiting. They chased me. I ran, barricaded the doors, told the Pack family to hide in the basement, but the barricades did not hold. I couldn't let the ghosts get them.
What happened then?
Then the nice man in white came.
What happened to your family?
The man in white brought me here. He kept asking questions, like your new friend. So many questions, Waka Waka. He took care of me, and fed me, and was my best friend.
And the ghosts?
The ghost went away for a while, and then they came back, and then I told the man in white, and then he became white, and then he ran out of the room, then a woman in white came in and gave me a pill. She said it would make the monsters go away.
Did it?
The pill made me feel funny. It hurt my tummy. The ghost did not go away, but they changed. I saw the ghosts, then I saw my family, then I saw the man in white, then I saw the ghost turn blue, like a blueberry. I don't know what came over me, but the ghost made me hungry, and then I ate the ghost, and then the man in white came in, and he was crying, and then the man in white put this mask on me, and then the man in white stopped feeding me, and then I was alone for a while, and then you came in, Waka Waka.
I see.
Here, take this pill. I don't need it anymore.
Thank you.
A power pellet. That looks flat, right? Doesn't it? Could that go in the holster? Remember to pick up the torch so you don't get eaten by a grue. Was it always spelled with an E at the end? It must be. I mean, I imagine it's just a screenshot. I think I'm confusing it with the character Gru from Despicable Me, a mediocre series of children's films that I've seen one or two of.
This pill is a bit too large to swallow in a whim.
I didn't want you to swallow it. I used the brain on the thing, the peak.
I think you're the one that needs brains, not me.
Oh, it's become an adventure game, everyone. A proper adventure game. Do you want brain?
I think you're the one that needs brains, not me.
Apparently not. Let's get out of here. I think what might happen here is we go around using everything on everything else until something works. Because I can't see any other places to go. I can't go back this way. Just gonna rinse and repeat that for a while. I'll be back when something happens.
Off you go, little brain. I will love you and feed you and care for you forever.
Did that make any sense to do? Something has happened. I have successfully interacted with something in this video game.
I just want to pet her and hold her and never let go.
I have no idea why I've done this.
Isn't she cute?
I guess so. I find the intellect devourers in D&D really adorable, so you're speaking to the choir here. Wait, I was going to use the plunger on this ages ago and forgot, right?
The plunger is a perfect fit.
Okay, pull the switch.
Whoa, I think I know what her favorite food is now.
Beep boop! Mama cranium located! Exterminate! Exterminate!
I don't really know what you want from me. Ow!
Ouch!
My rings! God damn it. Grown big and has become electrified. And now she's like angry and getting shot by turrets.
They grow up so fast.
And now I need more rings. Back in a second.
I'm no pusher, but it looks like you need more rings.
No.
I'm glad that even he doesn't want to talk to that character anymore. Alright, I'm officially looking up the hint guide at this point on the fandom wiki for Limbo of the Lost, which exists and is shockingly detailed. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is just as bad as the main game! According to this guide, you're supposed to click on this door multiple times.
Who knew what horrors lay behind such a simple facade? Absolutely not. No matter how many times you beg, you will never get me to go in there again. There is absolutely no way I'll ever set foot within that door one more time. Not now, not ever. You know what? Fine. If you won't shut up about it, I'll have to do something drastic.
Now I have a hammer. Sorry, I couldn't keep the loathing from my voice there. Apparently, we use a hammer on this. I have no idea what's about to happen. Why would we use this on this? I don't know. I thought we liked the brain. This seems like it would be bad for the brain.
I'm sorry, old girl. I wish things were different.
Me too.
Beep beep! Mama cranium has been eliminated! My mission is complete!
I hate to say it because it's so dumb, but I enjoyed every second of Seamus. Everything else in this game, it feels like it's custom made to annoy me, but Seamus, I loved.
No more.
Aw, I actually feel really sad about the brain. Macarena of the Missing received a positive reception, I assume. Do you think this thing has a Metacritic page? It doesn't really have much presence aside from its download pages, and an entry on the Limbo of the Lost wiki. However, anytime I can find it being mentioned, people speak warmly of it. It comes up on the original game's Reddit occasionally, as well as other social media feeds. It's a tiny free game made mostly by one person with no budget or promotion. It's a fairly obscure piece of software. I'm honestly very pleased it just ran fine on Windows 10. Aside from the comically tiny window size, there were no issues. It was simpler to run than Limbo of the Lost, although it is less than 32 megabytes, so that might have an impact. It's still free and readily available on Noib's Tumblr page, as well as the Internet Archive. And I can confirm now that according to those forum posts I've been reading, there is a secret second ending. So go check it out. I got a key! And there's a generic female video game character who appears to be nude. Oh no, God, this isn't a riff on, like, General Custer's Revenge or whatever that's called. That infamous game from the 80s with all the sexual assault. Please don't be that.
No.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, you could at least let her free. Got a key. That's all we need. Next, we need to get 2 more, I assume.
I place the key in the lock, destroying the universe of magic within. Millions of voices scream out in inaudible registers. I show them no pity.
A reference I do not understand.
I can't find a way in. Perhaps these padlocks are some sort of clue.
And it opened nothing, so we'll go back and see what else we can do. Time to give everything to everyone again and hope that there isn't some sort of nonsense pixel hunting, repetition-based puzzle that blocks me again. Jewish zombie, do you want a duck? Do you want the power pellet?
Brains!
Nope.
Brains! 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 Brains!
I don't feel good about that. He seemed alright. I mean, he seemed like he had a bit of a temper, but like, I got no bad vibes from him other than that. Maybe I missed something. It's the king! I also don't recognize what you could be from.
Hello there, who are you?
They call me the king. Huh.
I'm Admiral Horatio Nelson.
Pleased to meet you.
Is there any chance you could help me on my quest?
The king is on a quest of his own, buddy.
I'm sorry to have bothered you.
But if there's one thing I've learned on every quest, it's that you always help out a stranger in need.
Thank you. I was afraid you would ramble on about your deep-set psychological issues before helping me.
You're asking about my troubles?
No, I'm not.
My name should be Trouble. You see, my kingdom, Fredentry, is under siege by some bad wizards.
You don't say.
And so I'm questing to land after land, gathering help to fight them.
Splendid.
The only problem is, I keep dying.
How droll. I mean, what?
You heard me right. Every time I try to make any progress on my quest, I inevitably kick the bucket, pop back into Macarena for a spell, and then head back to Fredentry for another go.
And this is under your control?
Yep, got a charm from a passing fairy. Lets me return from this underworld at any point before my death.
How many times have you used it so far?
Honestly, I've lost count.
What keeps killing you?
Oh, pretty much everything. Got eaten by a witch, incinerated by a dragon, devoured by a house-trained lion, fell into every trap, got caught by every guard, disemboweled by the entire animal kingdom and a good third of the plants, slipped and fell off every cliff, plummeted into every chasm, drowned in pretty much every major body of water in Fredentry and its outlying regions, had that damn bridge collapse into me more times than I can count.
I'm in awe. I mean, wow, just wow.
I know, right? It's like every single little thing I do can kill me.
That doesn't sound like fun at all.
Who said anything about fun?
Why do you keep going back then?
Well, there was a time I'd say for the sake of the kingdom, but now it's more for the rush than anything.
Death gives you a rush?
Heavens no! The rush of adventuring, puzzle solving, going up against a near impossible task and bullheadedly clashing against you until it's completed.
I don't know if I'd have the patience for that.
You're not like me, no, not like me at all. Wise ones say only fools rush in, but I'm gonna go back there, and I'm gonna solve every problem in that goddamn place.
Speaking of problems, I've got a doozy.
Huh, I've seen plenty in my day. I'm sure you got nothing on me.
I'm fighting to keep free will alive.
Whoa, free will? That thing's huge!
So do you have anything that could help me?
Tell you what, take this magic mirror.
Wow, that is generous of you.
Hell, I never know most of the time if what I'm doing is gonna completely screw me over or save my life. Take it.
Thank you very much.
Good luck with your quest, King.
I hate to say goodbye, but I'll be heading off now. Goddamn bridge.
Oh, King's Quest. Mirrors are flat.
The mirror fits in a decidedly unmagical way.
God, I'm smart. Could I sort of coax a shock out of you, but not into me? God damn it! Arrgh! Rings!
I'm no pusher, but it looks like you need more rings.
I have no idea if there's a save system in this game. I'm terrified to press escape in case it quits, because it's that kind of game. It's very low budget. It's running in a tiny, tiny window. I think it's 144p. Can I kill you with a hammer and take your juice?
Tempting, yes, but I don't want to kill the poor thing.
Rubber for insulation.
Uh-oh, now he's mad.
Okay, steroids.
Maybe after he calms down. Ouch!
What in the world? Am I in a timer with this freak? Am I supposed to use things in a certain order, possibly?
Here, take this. Candy. Yes, it's candy. Nope.
Puking?
If evolution works like that, which it doesn't, I could have sworn the little rat evolved.
Ah, now he's a Garfield. What's the one step up from Pikachu? I don't care about Pokemon. Raichu? Why do I know that? I think there's a little baby who doesn't look as good as Pikachu. Pikachu doesn't look as good as Pikachu. Have you ever seen the comparison shots between new Pikachu and old original Pikachu, where he was a fat little lump? Now he's all svelte. He doesn't look nearly as cute. Oh, now what do I do? Do I use the duck on you or something? You seemed angry at the duck. Are you just gonna kill me?
Ouch!
Back for more rings. I'll be back in a second.
I'm no pusher, but it looks like you need more rings.
I've heard that line so many times now.
Puking?
Uh-oh, now he's mad.
Run? What do I do here?
Oh! Ouch!
I understand! It's a puzzle in this puzzle game. We're gonna have to go behind this mirror. He shoots this, it fires up to the do we have to angle this at all? Hey! God, I'm good at games. I may be the best to ever do it. If there's a speed running record for this game, I'm gonna get it. I don't know if there's any sort of speed running leaderboard for blind playthroughs, and we've already used a hint or two. I'm gonna enrage you with this duck, and then run.
The door stayed open, and the little rat just got crushed by the generator. Hooray!
Okay, look, I can't say that the humor in this game is massively grabbing me. However, occasionally, there's a little gem that makes me really smile, and it makes my day brighter. It's a key! That's 2 out of 3 keys. I might actually be able to finish this in a video.
Well, what do you know? It's a match. I could have sworn I needed to put the red key here.
Okay, sometimes the humor's very tiring. I can't think of anything else to do. We've used pretty much everything here. I might need to look at the hint again. Hint Guide Edition 2. It's made me a little angry again. Not as angry as the first time I used it, and not as angry as I was towards the end of that Limbo of the last episode, but still not happy. We're in the Groo Room. Now, I'm not 100% sure if this is going to work, and I'm frightened. But I think what I'm meant to do here is put this here, click on the grate.
Huh? Ow. Whoa, the rings fell down the grating.
Huh. Now Horatio Nelson can skip across here, monkey bar style, and get across this pit. The animation is wonderful. Why'd you take the rings off? You're not going to be able to get back. It's Space Invaders, I guess. I don't know. A teleporter. Is there anything else I need here first that will screw me later if I don't pick it up? Hey, well, that's the last key. This might be the end of the game. Also, I've looked it up and there is a save command, so I'm going to save here because I think there might be multiple endings in this game. It's the exact same menu and it's equally annoying. I complained about the lack of a proper options menu in the previous video. I guess this is kind of a follow-up episode. Not really.
What a surprise. It fits. You'd think these keys would be interchangeable since they're all the same shape. You'd be wrong.
Guess it's time to go in and meet my fate. Or destiny. One of those two.
You've made it this far, Admiral. You know what you have to do.
No, Nelson, don't listen to him. Humanity would be better under my control.
I'll be honest, I can't remember which one of Fate and Destiny is the villain.
What's so funny? Is it my beard? It's my beard, right? Oh, crap!
Pleased to meet you, Admiral Nelson. I'm sure you know my name.
But Fate, Destiny...
What about them, Admiral?
Oh, crap! Fate and Destiny mean the same thing, don't they? I just handed you humanity's future on a silver platter!
Clever boy. Well, it would have been clever 5 minutes ago. I chose you well.
Why me? Why did you choose me?
Thank God I have done my duty. Ring a bell?
My last words.
I know your type. If I just appealed to your sense of duty, you would follow my orders without questioning.
But why did you bring me to Macarena?
Good souls go to heaven, bad souls go to hell, lost souls go to Limbo.
So Macarena embodies something beyond morality.
You heard its residents, Admiral. What did they all have in common?
Well, they're all annoying.
Exactly. For immortal beings, even God and I have limited supplies of patience. Thus, Macarena was born. Have you ever heard the Macarena performed?
I have not.
Of course not. You predate it. Well, it's not too bad at first. Mildly catchy, got a good beat to it. But let it play on for too long and your opinion wanes. The song keeps going, no progression, no action, yet it keeps calling to you. It tries pulling you to its will. It sinks inside your head shouting, "Here I am, listen to me!" But you, far beyond the point of reason, start casing the nearest exits. To drive the beast out of your head, you begin to seriously consider murdering the DJ, or at least flinging yourself out the closest window, but that won't help. The tune follows you outside the dance floor, self-important, asserting its presence over all others. That is the essence of those chosen to dwell in Macarena.
But why did you bring me to Macarena?
It is a place where few are banished, and a place where my influence wanes. It is here where God decided to hide the books of fate and destiny. The same book, really, in a place where I could not control them.
So the seal...
A small piece of my influence that you so cleverly smuggled in for me. I'm lucky to have caught you before you arrived.
Arrived? So you mean...
Yes. Don't you see? You belong in Macarena, among the most annoying, egotistic souls in existence!
No.
Look back. You know it to be true. You belong with these people.
No!
Your stubborn determination, your tendency to always eventually, without fail, turn the conversation towards your own problems. Did you even care about these people? Did you even offer a helping hand? Did you do anything but dismiss their woes offhand, as long as they gave you something for the hassle of speaking to them? Did you care about their woes when you were creating new ones for them, when it served convenient for your, well, my duty?
I didn't mean...
The brain smashed, the robot incinerated, the mouse crushed, the zombie devoured by your own teeth. The funny part is how you kept telling them how you, Mr. Chosen One, were immune from harm here.
No!
Look in your heart. You know I'm right. Only one so determined to fulfill his mission at any cost could have signed away humanity's future so easily. You belong in Macarena. Hell, you could be their king.
No!
Why the pained look, Admiral? Your kind won't miss free will at all. It's not like you needed it down here. Right now, you're probably racking your brain trying to think of how you could have stopped me. Well, let me be frank. You can't stop me. The only way to win the devil's game is not to play. I'm sure you came in here expecting a happy ending, maybe a musical number. Well, I can only give you one of those.
Yo soy el rey de Macarena, mis ojos están lloviendo, no tengo una reina de Macarena, yo soy un regalo solo.
El
Rey de Macarena.
El Rey de Macarena.
El Rey de Macarena.
Perdí mi cuerpo en el mar. Perdí mi corazón en mi cuerpo. El diablo gana más en el fin, porque yo le estaba a dar.
El Rey de Macarena.
El Rey de Macarena.
No puedo escuchar más ruido de los personas muertos en este lugar. En esta hora yo aprendo, no cambia nada con mi llorar.
El Rey de Macarena.
Well, what have we learned? It's maybe that I shouldn't play free games I get from a Tumblr page. Do I even want to do a proper review on this? I mean, I guess I should. It works as a parody of Limbo of the Lost. It does something that a lot of satires and parodies do, which is become what they're satirizing. At least it was short. I've only been recording for about an hour and 50 minutes. Look, a lot was cut for you. A lot. A lot of wandering around and using everything on everything else was removed. And you can thank me for it. That's your Christmas gift, because I think this is coming out around Christmas. Is this a Christmas special? This can't be a Christmas special. Again, everyone's gonna unsubscribe. I appreciate the effort that clearly went into this. The voice acting was less terrible than I thought it would be. The plot, oh god, I don't know. It almost felt like they were taking their own plot seriously by the end, which made me feel uncomfortable. It felt a bit anime. You know, it started out as an out-and-out joke, and then they start taking it seriously and talking about angels and demons at the end, and you just go, what? But I loved the music, I really did. I liked all of the stupid attempts at characters. Well, most of them. There's a couple on the screen that I could have done without. I like that it exists. That's basically how I can end it. I like that this exists, even if it probably shouldn't have. You know, the weirdest thing about this is that this was made in no time at all. Parody of Limbo of the Lost, and yet it plays better. The UI is more easily parsed and more responsive. It's easier to move around. They did a better job, genuinely, and I can only assume this was made by one person in their bedroom. They stole less too, probably. It seems like they made all these sprites. I mean, they definitely stole the characters, but that's the joke. They put work into this. I think they might have put more work into this than Steve Bovis did into Limbo of the Lost. This took like 3 months, I think. Limbo of the Lost has a weird charm to it, at least when I think back to it. The act of actually playing it is a misery. Don't do it. It's not worth it. But when I think about it, it has this odd thing of they really cared about it. They went about it in the most blockheaded, nonsensical way possible, but they all clearly cared so much about it. And it's so bad. Everything about it is bad. This is somehow more competent. I guess it has a smaller scope, but Jesus. There's not anything else to say. You've seen the entire game now. Actually, you're probably getting a better vibe from this than I am, because it took you a lot less time to get through it. Although most of the runtime, it has to be said, was those dialogues. And man, they were milking that. Really ran with the whole extended cutscene thing. So this probably actually isn't that short a video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed yourself. I think I did? It's hard to tell. It'll have to sit with me for a while. I appreciate it, but I don't know if I actually had an enjoyable time or not. You can watch more of my stuff. There's plenty of episodes on this channel, most of which have a similar flavour, although probably a bit more tightly produced than this one will end up being. It's Christmas, it's loose. Leave me alone. You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe on this video. It all helps the algorithm, and I'm sure this one will need it. You can become a member of the channel for just €1 a month, which gains you access to occasional extra videos and gives you a nice warm feeling because you get to throw a spare change at me. I stream on Twitch 3 or 4 times a week. I'm on Blue Sky. I have a Discord server, which is where I spend most of my time, to be honest. I have a Letterboxd page. All of these things will be linked in the description, as well as links to the game, any patches that I use during these things. Regardless of what you do, thank you so much once more for watching, and I hope to see you for the next one. Goodbye!